Well, hello everyone. Welcome. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And today I'm here to do the unboxing, or should I say re-unboxing, of the November 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit. The reason I say re-unboxing is I did post one just a few minutes ago and I realized there was no sound after a few of you guys commented. Probably the first video I just threw out there without ever even previewing it. So I'm going to kind of mimic unboxing, and the stuff is already unboxed, but I'm going to show you everything that's in this kit. Before I begin, let me also remind you of a few Stampin' Up! Specials that are coming up. So for the first time ever, Stampin' Up! Is going to be having a Black Friday sale starting November 25th. So there will be some select items that could be up to 40% off, and I believe it goes on for the whole week. I don't know what those products are yet myself, so be sure and through my online store, and you can see all the goodies they put on sale for Black Friday. They've also announced a Cyber Monday sale, which starts December 1st, and it relates to Paper Pumpkin. So we haven't had a sale on that in a while. They did change it where all the prices are the same, whether you prepay or not. But now they're offering a prepaid special for Paper Pumpkin subscriptions. You can do 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And just know if you do prepay, that whenever you subscribe to YouTube, whether you prepay or not, you're going to get the kit in the subscription period that you sign up for. So going on now is the subscription period for the December kit, which is beautiful, and I'll give you a little snippet of it when I switch to hands down. So don't miss that special. I think it's a great deal for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So let me switch down. Make sure the sound's working in my hands down. Okay, appears to be working. That's good. So can you believe it's already the end of the fourth quarter of 2025? So going on now, as I said, is the subscription period for the December kit called Watercolor in Bloom. Now looks like a very beautiful kit. Some of my favorite colors, which are Copper, Garden Green, 9 of Navy, which will be the ink spot, Pretty Peacock, Secrecy, and Shaded Spruce. So all those lovely blues and greens colors. It is a card kit. It's designed to make 9 cards, 3 of each designs. 3 of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. So if you followed my YouTube channel before, know that I will make much more than 9 cards. So I'm looking forward to this kit. I'm kind of finishing up all my Christmas ideas after this, and then we'll be back to working as normal. So also don't forget these add-on dies for this quarter. They are while supplies last, and the item number for these is 167855. I've had a lot of fun playing, especially with this little flower here. In between my time, I decided to do something new, and I created a one-sheet wonder. So what a one-sheet wonder is you take 1 sheet of designer series paper and you cut it up and you make cards. So I've made 14 cards, of course adding additional cardstock and supplies out of one beautiful sheet of designer series paper with just a little bit of scrap. So if you would be interested in watching that video, let me know, and I'll do my best to do a video. I probably won't make all the cards, but I can show you the design and show you how I designed them. I had a lot of fun going through some of my favorite stash. I only buy products when I know I love it and want to keep it. So I have quite a supply of items that have been retired that I loved using, and so I use those as well. And I can tell you what I used in case you may have those in your stash. Okay, I think that's enough gabbing. Let's switch to hands down and let's get started. Oh, I'm already hands down. So let's get started with this box. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm all out of sorts here. All right, so I put everything back in the box. As I said, I did this and there was no sound. So anyway, this is the kit. I love the colors, love the boxes, love the bows. Although I will try to make a card out of some of these supplies for you guys that watch me. So the coordinating colors are Basic Beige, Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive. So a small list of coordinating items. Now I'm going to do it again just because I always tell you guys to test your stamps. So let me see where those landed up in my box at the bottom. So you always want to test your stamps, because in case they aren't etched all the way, you don't want to be working on this kit a year from now. Say you don't have time right now and you're just going to set this one aside. Well, you don't want to go to make your kit and then they no longer have these stamps to send you a non-defective one. So always test it, even if you're not going to work on it. Get out your kit. So they will replace them if they're damaged for no longer than 90 days, they say, or while supplies last. So you don't want to miss these, because this is my favorite part of Paper Pumpkin, are the stamps. Okay, now this is not the smooth white paper, so it may not be a pristine image. Let me clean these with my chamois here. Now this is 1/4 of a chamois. It's a great big old sheet, and I cut it in half and then in half again. You can see mine is well loved. When it comes, it's a light purple color, and I have used the dickens out of this all the time when I stamp. So just know that that's why mine is so much smaller. Okay, I put the sleeve back on there, and how I store my paper pumpkins is in one of these Avery L envelopes. Now these are part of my favorite things, as well as what I'm getting ready to put the supplies into. So there's a link to where you can purchase these in the video description of this box. There's also a link to just my general Amazon storefront, where it lists everything as well, so you don't have to keep jumping back and forth. Now, I've also thought maybe I need to do a video on each of my favorite things. So if that's something that you would be interested in, let me know. I'm looking for some different ideas to add that might help everyone. So let me just dump all these supplies out of the box. Get rid of the box or throw it in the floor, and let's get started with the goodies. So we have some more linen twine in this kit, and then we have some glue dots, some mini dimensionals, and some embellishments. Now these embellishments, they're not shiny. They almost look like Red Hots, and you guys know what Red Hot candy is. So they're kind of matte. Don't know if that shows, but anyway, so some nice little red embellishments for the kit. Now I'm going to start putting these things in one of my smaller envelopes. These are 5x7. Actually, there's something in this one. I guess just a card sleeve, so I can set that aside. Like the twine, the embellishments, and the stamp set. Now the stamp set, I will make a sleeve, much like I did this one and every other month, to put in, but obviously I don't have the contents yet to do that. Okay, there are 8 boxes, so make sure you have 8. I have 7 here because in my first one I kind of put together this box here. So no, you don't need any adhesive. Let me undo it so I can redo it for you guys. So the inside is glossy, so they say it's like food safe. If you're still going to gift anything like cookies or something, I would probably still put them in a wrapper on its own. But to make these boxes, we're just going to fold in all of these. And there's a little tab space here. It's hardest to get once you get the first one going, it comes together much easier. So that holds in that side, and do the same thing here. Can you guys see? It's hard to show this hands down and open. Okay, so like that, and then you can fold in those and have a cute little box, and then in here are some goodies to decorate this box. Now, I may try to cut one of these up and make some cards for my card lovers out there that got this kit and wanted cards out of it. So, like I said, we have 8 boxes. Yes, 8 boxes to work with. Also are some beautiful tags. Now, you could go ahead and make these boxes and maybe create other tags for them and use this to make cards, or just part of the supplies and so forth. So there's always thinking outside the box when it comes to Paper Pumpkin. So these do have like a basic beige color. I don't know how well it shows there. So we have 2 of those to make 8, 1 for each box. And we also have these bows. Now these bows are on like a a little textured of a paper. Let me punch one out here. Okay, now you may be saying I want more bows. Well, if you're if you follow me at all, you guys know that I have a Etsy shop where I make cut files. I'll do it for the sentiments in this stamp set, and as well as they've never said I couldn't do it out of die pieces that come in these kits, so I will add the bow there as well. I'm being real careful because you don't want to tear it. Now, when you tear off these things, notice there's little nibs in there. I generally get my little paper snips and snip those off. Okay, for one, it makes it much easier when I do my cut file that the nibs aren't there. But I think it just looks cleaner that way as well. So there's quite a few. I'll stop now and work on that as well. But aren't these bows pretty? I think they're quite beautiful. So you can tell they're, let me just get my ruler here going. They are, if you do it straight up, they're about 2.5 inches tall. Okay, and about 2 inches wide. So they're a nice, good size. Let me close up my mossy meadow so I don't get mossy meadow all over everything. Okay, so we have these bows. Now, if I punch out something, I generally put it in the smaller one just so I don't have to go digging for it. Now, this larger one is one of my favorite things to hold kits, card bases, memories, and more, etc. in. And you'll see in a minute as I put it together that it all fits in there nice and tidy. So if you're behind and you're looking for something to store your kits in that's a little, takes up less room than the boxes, these are perfect. Okay, and then we have these tags. Now these would make beautiful cards as well. 8 of these, and it looks like some little labels with red on them. And then I've already seen this, so I get to show you both sides of these have color. So this side has like a basic beige. I'm kind of off center, aren't I? And that looks like old olive, not garden green to me, or a light mossy meadow there. But when you flip it over, they're all mossy meadow on this side. So you get to pick which side you want to use as far as the color of these die cuts. Now, this wreath is very dainty. It looks larger than our stamp. So I'm going to be real careful pulling it out for you guys. You know, that would make a hard cut file, right? That teeny tiny little thing. I may give it a whirl and see if I can do it. Yeah, it is quite a bit larger than that, but those nest kind of well, the stamp does with it. So we have a wreath. Is this mistletoe? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Just greenery, I can call it. Now, of course, these have little nibs. So be very careful when you're punching out your die cuts because they are dainty. Here's a wreath with holly. So 2 different leaves. That one may be easier to replicate. Be very careful. I'm trying to get these out so I can show you guys. Okay, so a holly wreath. And some more, maybe this is the mistletoe. Sometimes it's easier to pull the backing off rather than pull the actual die cut itself off. So, you know, be in a good mood the day you go to punch all these out. Don't be in a hurry because you don't want to tear them. Okay, there, I got it out. All right, so there's the other greenery for that. So these, obviously, I'm going to put them in their own envelope so they don't get tangled up in everything else. Okay, I am a little behind. I had to pull out new envelopes because with football season and traveling, I have not finished all my kits lately. So that's always my goal, is to use everything that I put in these envelopes. And so I'm ready to start the next month. But hopefully I will get some time to catch up soon. And this kit may be the one to give me some extra time to do that. Okay, also behind the directions, when you do the unboxing, there's this little sleeve of stamps. Now always take note, it does tell you what size the images are. These are at 100%, and I just put those in the back of this Avery L sleeve. I stick my stamps in the middle there. So you're supposed to keep your photopolymer stamps out of light or sunlight, any kind of light, and I think that just helps give it a barrier against the light. So there's my tip on that. Okay, I think I replicated it well, and so you guys can see what is all in the video. I'm sorry for those who first started joining me and there was no sound, so I have turned that one off, and I will get this new one posted as soon as I can. So I hope you get your kit soon, if not. So like I said, mine came today, and I don't, it's the 17th, so you know, on a reasonable amount of time. So I hope you guys like this kit. Be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can see what I do with this paper pumpkin kit. And if you're new to my channel and have missed previous paper pumpkin kit alternatives, there is a slew of them in my YouTube channel. If you click on the videos tab, it will then put them in date, newest to oldest first. So that's the easiest way I know to find it, or search by name of the paper pumpkin kit you're looking for. So have a great day, everyone. I look forward to working with this kit. The best compliment you can give me is leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up to this video, and share it with your other paper crafting friends. So have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.